Hello, Canucks fans. It's Coach Rob. So it's time for another Coach Rob's Canucks thoughts. I've been not too well the last a week or so, but I'm doing a lot better now. I'm back at work. So we've missed some important key things that have happened. As you know by now, the Canucks did trade Bo Horvat back on the back on the 30th of January to the New York Islanders for Anthony Bolivier, Atu Ratu, and the first round conditional pick in 2023, which means it can't be in the top 12, but will go to next year. So I kind of like this trade in a way because we are getting that first round pick back, and Anthony Bolivier. Of course, he was drafted in the 2015 entry draft, number 28 overall, right? And that was and he's played for the New York Islanders since then. And that was a pretty good draft that year. That's the year Connor McDavid went first overall, right, in that draft. And yeah, so that was a pretty decent draft. And that's the year Vancouver took Brock Boeser, 23rd overall. So after Brock, it went Travis Konechny, Jack Rosavik, Noel Jernison, Jacob Larson, then Anthony Bolivier, right? Then Gabriel Carlson and Nick Merkley rounded up that draft in that year. So yeah, a lot of my friends asked me, well, wouldn't you like to see Bo Horvat still be on the Canucks? Well, of course I would. He was a great player, right? He was drafted 9th overall in his draft year. But the thing is, it comes down to money. If he was really asking 8 or 8.5 over the course of the contract that he wanted, especially for an 8-year deal, that means he's going to be like 34, 35 when it was all over. So I think we did good in the end. So we're gonna skip forward until today's game. I know they did play the New York Islanders the other day and they won like 6-5, but so we're all caught up. We're gonna skip right to today's game where they did play the Detroit Red Wings. Now, since I'm on the west coast of Canada, that's a 9 a.m. start for me, or 9:05 a.m. So I was at work, so I did miss the entire game. I was able to get scores every once in a while, and I did watch the highlights of the game. So yeah, another loss despite out shooting Detroit 34-25. Canucks were not able to pull it off, and the face-off percentage was 53% for Vancouver, 47 for Detroit. Our power play was 1 for 3, but Detroit had 2 for 6. We had 12 penalty minutes. The Detroit Red Wings had 6. We out-hit them 19-17, and the blocked shots, they had 22 of our shots blocked, but we blocked 10 of them. So the summary, with Dylan Larkin scored on the first shot on goal of the game for Detroit. That was 1:08 of the first period. Then Jonathan Bergen scored his 9th of the season. That was at 2:35 of the first period. So we're we're behind the 8 ball early. First 2 shots apparently went in for Detroit. Then early in the second period, at 2:02 of the second period, Anthony Bolivier scored his 11th of the season. I believe that was the second in the Vancouver Canucks uniform. Miller and Hughes getting the assists on that. That's Miller's like 45th point according to this. But then after that, Dylan Larkin scored a 13-17 of the second period to make it, to regain the bigger lead. Then Philip Hordick scored his 8th of the season, and the third period at 2:26. Sorry, I am reading a laptop here. Then in the that was it for the Detroit scoring. Then Elias Peterson got his 25th of the season, assisted by Bolivier. That was at 10:25 of the third, but they just couldn't couldn't muster a comeback. No, not the mustard you put on hot dogs. No mustard. So yeah, additional game information. Additional game information. The referees were Mitch Dunning and Frederick Lecure. Matt McPherson and Tyson Baker called the lines, and of course we were coached by Rick Tocchet. And Rick Tocchet has had a handful of games now with the Canucks coach, and he is building on me as a coach. Like, I think he's a real thinker. Like, when you look at him behind the bench when he's coaching, he's sort of like always like intense, like he's like in deep thought. So he's not like a raw type guy like a John Tortorella that was always he's always very vocal. Like Tortorella, I think is a bit too vocal for my liking. But under Rick Tocchet, we are he's more of a thinking coach. To wrap up the 3 stars of the game, it looks like they all were Detroit. Your 3rd star tonight was number 35, Ville Husso. 2nd star was Jonathan Bergen, and Dylan Larkin was your number 1 star, wearing number 71, the great centerman for the Detroit Red Wings. So I think this is a good spot to wrap up this particular video. Like, I will try to do more videos in the future when I can. And I said I wasn't going to do any live streams, but there was an impromptu live stream maybe about 7 days ago when I was playing my golf on my PlayStation, and I just put the share button, and we did sort of an unofficial like live stream of talking about the Canucks and me playing golf. So if I do that and again in the future, I think they will be more informal like that. Yeah, just having fun playing golf, or maybe driving like one of the driving games, just me playing the game and talking. We'll hop on like for 45 minutes or an hour, but I don't think they're going to be scheduled because I don't really want to commit to myself, like saying I'm going to do one like today at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock, and I won't be doing, and I definitely won't be doing them if there's any of the other like mainstreamers on online doing their live streams at the same time, because I'm a mod in some of those ones. So please like and subscribe. And we do other videos. We did an unboxing for an oxygen sensor the other day, so please check out those videos. And if you want any other topics me to cover on the Canucks or anything else, please drop a message in the comments. Okay, thank you so much.